Hello, my name is Vieth from Wildwood Float Trips in Monticello, Minnesota. And today we're going to talk about rigging up for muskies. There's a lot of different opinions out there by different guides in the industries, and I just kind of wanted to give you a brief overview of how I do it, what I found works best for me over the years. Mostly run sinking tip lines. Pike Muskie, the real Pike Muskie is probably the line I've been using right now. It's the newest, and it's a real good line, especially for people just getting into it. It's got a slower rate of sink, and it's easier to cast than most big pike and muskie lines. Or you can just use your basic sink tip. This is a little heavier sink tip. It's 350 grains. A lot of guys will throw 4 1/4, but this is pretty basic stuff. But our leaders for the most part are very short, and this is because of the figure 8. If I have a fish following in, I want to be able to manipulate that fly, and if I have an 8 or 10 foot leader, it's really, really hard to do. So basically what the setup is a piece of 40-pound floral, probably 2 to 3 feet. You can use whatever's most comfortable for you. I use just a big spool of 40-pound floral and just do a perfection loop onto the fly line. And from there, we'll add a piece of wire. There's all kinds of wire manufacturers. The reason I don't use floral anymore, I used to for years, is that I lost a couple big fish that bit right through 80-pound floral. I never thought it would happen, but it did. So I've now used wire. There's several different kinds out there. There's tiger wire, American wire, but the one that I enjoy working with the most is the real wire. It's real easy to tie, it doesn't kink, and it works great. So basically this is how we do it. We got a piece of wire, and I've already pre-rigged a piece of floral onto my fly line. And what I tie is a double uni knot. The first thing you do is just put the 2 pieces together, make a loop, run the line through there, that loop 3 or 4 times, and pull that knot tight. And now I do the same with the floral end. Just do a loop, 1, 2, 3, pull that tight, cinch that up. Now I slide the 2 knots together, bam. So now what I have is 2 knots that bump up against each other, and there's really not a pinch point there, so it's a super strong knot. Trim the tag ends. And now I'm ready to tie the fly onto the leader. Tie a granny knot into the wire. It's your simple overhand knot. Run the wire through the hook eye of the hook. Bring that knot all the way to the hook eye. Now I take the fly, and I'll turn it 2 or 3 times just like you would a clinch knot. But instead of going through the loop, I now go through that knot. Hold the tag. Let's get the deer hair out of there. Hold the tag end, and I pull that tight. Sometimes that wire doesn't cinch up all the way, so now I take my Boca grip, and I always test my knots to make sure they're up to par. So I'll get back here, and I'll stretch that out, make sure that's up to about 20 pounds, and it should be good to go. Pretty short leader, big fly, big fish. If you have any questions on how to rig, feel free to contact me at wildwoodfloattrips.com, and have a great day out in the water. Thanks a lot.